are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the ground is Quinshon Judkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at the Steeler defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on to reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
A toss to Judkins, running right. And he stopped immediately there. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw is Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Browns at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Play action. It's Sanders. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinating. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Tap the 60. Ready?
This short pass in the hands of Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Let's go. Viking 18, 70 Timberwolves.
An inside run with Judkins. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Here we go. 60 Vikings, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Warriors, 70.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And it's taken in at the 9. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on a return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
In motion left is Wilson.
Check.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Running left, it's Warren. A strong running. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A handoff for Warren. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's 2nd and 3. Warren will try to right side. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. You look at this Browns defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Here we go. 60 Bison.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Line. 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Ready? 19 Tiger. Ready?
On 1st down, here's Judkins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
Panther 60. Hey, smash Bronco. Ready?
On play action, here's Shadur. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
6 Hawk 70, 60 Maverick, 6, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
From the gun, it's Sanders. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Lions. Let's go now.
Sanders going to throw again. Got him there, and that's Liggett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
That's one that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's into the clear. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because this is something I thought would be out the game by now, but sometimes these head coaches and special teams coordinators, they just can't help themselves. It's a fake extra point, but sure enough, it winds up working out for 2 points.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
On the toss, Judkins. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Sometimes your crosses get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Sanders. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren.
Yeah, he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down.
Gain of 16 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers add 6 to their lead. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
The kickoff for Pittsburgh.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Gravity line.
Sanders to throw. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind.
Okay, break.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Panther 60.
Sanders. And Walker has it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
14 yards on the play.
Now they'll shift things around.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
From the gun, it's Shedeur. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Cup 19. Tag.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Okay, ready? Drop ball 80. Set.
On the give, it's Warren.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 8.
19 drivers, go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have the Steelers first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line.
Steelers first down.
Looking to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Second and 10.
Get it. Drop ball 80.
They'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. He hit his first. Now this from 43.
Boswell's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And
that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns get a bit closer.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. That continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with the mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
Throwing, Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone.
And oh no, it's incomplete. That's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Mustang 19. Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
King York to kick off for the Browns.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he is caught. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Steelers first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Warren. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Ready.
Play action. It's Sanders. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come on. Kevin Byron, Cowboy 80.
Out of the gun here, Sanders.
Got his man complete over the middle. And coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go around.
Second down and 4. They'll run it. Warren. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now they'll audible to something else.
First down, Pittsburgh.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Boswell for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 25, here's a second down and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 25-yard line.
To throw is Sanders. He'll swing this out to Jenkins.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Browns first down.
19 tight.
First and
19
10
tight.
at the 31-yard line.
18, 5 in. Ready.
Here's Sanders.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
19, charge, 18, Cardinal, 10 through 11, 10 through 11.
From the gun on third down, Sanders. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Deshaun Elliott. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about throwing to his backup.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 80 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Now a run with Warren. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Warren. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 41 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Deputy! Bracco 80!
On play action, here's Shedeur. Open man, that's Bond. And he's
is out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Got it. Ready?
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Nice. Ready?
Sanders to throw.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60. Let's go.
Now Sanders.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ready? Steady.
From the shotgun, Sanders.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And they've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Warren. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st down, it's Warren. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Able to stay in bounds and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 60.
And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point now by Boswell. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught on the left line. And it gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Come on, set.
To throw now, here's Sanders. That's taken in by Bond. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Sanders.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point
Eagles,
conversion.
60 Eagles. Ready.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
Sanders. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Ready?
Throwing, Sanders. Open man is Bond. He's got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
70. 79 Broncos.
They go play action now. Sanders. Over the middle, he's got Bond.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Back to throw again. And the ball is knocked out.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Let's go.
To throw again, here is Sanders.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
3rd down and goal coming up here.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here it is, 4th and goal.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready?
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit but they'll say it's incomplete.
This is real simple. When you're 5 wide receiver formation, you don't have a lot of time to dilly-dally back there. You've got to get the ball out with some dispatch, because a lot of the aggressive defensive teams in the league, they see 5 wide receiver sets, they're automatically bringing pressure.
They brought the pressure. He held on to it a little too long. Winds up getting hit as he releases it. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Dragon 60. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Here's Sanders.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's pulled in by Wilson.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Steelers, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.